a very special edition of the Chris Hatcher Show. I'm your host, Tyler Brain, as always here with the head Bulldog himself, Coach Chris Hatcher. Coach, we're coming off a 45-13 loss at Auburn, but we're back home for the next 2 weekends. What can you gain from anything from Auburn?
Well, I thought at Auburn that we were very physical, that our guys played extremely hard, and that's what you like to see out of your ball club. We had a lot of willing players, guys going out there laying it on the line. Defensively, the first half played outstanding. The couple scores they got us on a couple big plays and some poor field position due to some turnovers on offense. And then offensively, I thought that we moved the ball well. We had some good meticulous drives where we milked some good clock off to try to shorten the game. Unfortunately, we made some errors. We had a couple turnovers, some drop passes, a couple procedure penalties that you never like to see that stopped some drives. And when you play a team of the SEC caliber that's going to be better than you can't make those mistakes. But again, I thought that our players should gain a lot of confidence from the game. I saw some really good things. And hopefully the confidence that we gained from the Auburn defeat will carry over as we head back into Southern Conference play, FCS opponents. And more importantly, we're back at home. We're getting in a little bit of a routine now after kind of a weird, eerie start to the season. Playing a Thursday night, then going and having a 5-hour rain delay on the road, and then going to an SEC environment. So hopefully what we've learned from our team, and I think we have a little better feel as coaches of the tools that they need to be successful. Hopefully we can put all that together this week, and hopefully we'll have a big crowd because, again, family weekend in Chattanooga and the second conference game of the year early in the year. This is a big one.
Let's talk about the offense real quick. Just Mike, he had a rushing touchdown and a throwing touchdown. What do you think he gained from playing up a level this weekend?
Just the opportunity to go compete. I thought that out wide, I'm challenging our receivers. We didn't get much separation. I thought that our offensive line, actually, we ran block good, we protected good, and I thought actually that was, one of Mike's best games that he's played all season. So from that standpoint, confidence-wise, I think he's going to be playing at a high level this upcoming weekend. We
did have an award winner this week. Cortland Marsh was named SoCon Defensive Player of the Week. He became the first Bulldog in your tenure here to have 10 tackles, recover a fumble, and a pick. Can you talk about his performance?
He's a really good player, and he's just right up the road from Mortimer Jordan High School. He was a quarterback in high school, and I kid him all the time to come on over to the offensive side and play. But he's a good leader. He practices hard every day. Very well deserving of that honor because he had a well of a ball game, and that interception he made in the end zone on the deep pass was a highlight reel in itself. So we're really happy with him. Again, last season he came into his own, and this season he's been playing outstanding and one of the leaders on the defensive side of the ball.
Like Coach said, it is family weekend here on the campus of Samford University. We play the Chattanooga Mocs at 2 p.m. over at Samford Stadium. Coach, how excited is the team to be back at home this weekend?
I think we're excited about it. We treated the Auburn game like a home game just because of the proximity of their stadium and the venue. Again, we're looking for a big crowd this week, so I hopefully all our students will come out. Traditionally, we've had great support here at Samford Stadium. And then we play one of our biggest rivals, a team that's usually always at the very top of the conference standings at the end of the year. Up until last year, it was a team that had a pretty good winning streak against us. And so the keys for us to be successful this week really haven't changed. We got to be physical, and we got to control the offense and defensive lines, and we got to have some guys make some plays. Defensively last week we gave up some explosive plays and didn't get any offensively. We're going to have to limit the big plays, and then offensively, we gotta come up with some ways to have some explosive plays, and we got to shore up our special teams. Our punt unit was not up to par Saturday, so we got to get better in that area as well.
Coach, the Samford team hasn't beaten Chattanooga in back-to-back years since the 1920s. Just what have you seen from the Mocs on film so far?
First of all, they're very well coached, and I have great respect for their staff. Lorenzo Ward's their defensive coordinator. We go way back. Rusty Wright has done a tremendous job there, their head coach. So they're going to be very well coached. They have tremendous talent on both sides of the ball. I've always said that I thought that they're one of the more athletic teams in our league. They have a really good run game, and that's where it starts in their defensive line. Arguably is one of the tops in FCS each and every year. So again, it goes back to what I said earlier. We got to really do a good job of being physical at the point of attack on both sides of the ball.
2 o'clock, Cybert Stadium against the Mocs. Tickets are going fast. If you haven't got yours yet, head over to SamfordTickets.com. This has been the Chris Hatcher Show presented by Alabama 811.